Just going to comment on a few of the emails that I've been receiving. One of them is on the sending and receiving bit, and I want everybody to know this is, when I need to ask the universe for what it is I need and want, it doesn't mean that you have to give it. It's my lesson that says I need to learn how to ask for what I need. I need to start asking for the types of support that I need. And we all need to start taking control of asking for what it is you need. Um, Most of us are living in lack of, and I'm not the only one that is experiencing lack. And, there are people that aren't living in lack. They know how to take, they know how to receive, they know how to receive very well. And if the game was even, if those takers knew how to give more, and these givers, like me, who know how to give but not know how to receive, I mean, the whole game is over. So we just need to sort of look at, where's your role? If you still are in need, then don't be giving. If it's something that will do harm to your life, if it doesn't bring you joy and happiness, then don't be giving so much, or giving away. Find your way of giving that enhances your life, that makes you feel good. I'm doing my videos. I am loving what I'm doing. I am sharing the information. Information worth stealing, I don't care. Some people are complaining that I'm posting too much. It's like, control yourself. Don't look at them. But I am doing what I love doing, which is just my message, is find what you love doing. If it means that you need to ask the universe for support in some way, which could be, put a positive comment, rate it positively, just subscribe, share it. I mean, there's so many different ways of offering your form of support that I feel. And that is an example that when you put something out there that you feel is valuable, and it's valuable because it makes you feel good, don't judge it by whether anybody else's feels good about it. You have to look at whether it makes you feel good. And we are in this an alignment that if it's at one with the universe, then the universe will support you. So it's not about, hey, you got to send me money, or just happens to be that I'm collecting money in the wrong way. And you can't get into a career. I mean, I've tried. And I've always been very good at applying for jobs. I don't have a problem there. It's the type of job that I'm proposing that people are rejecting. And it is being rejected because it will suggest everybody live a completely different way. And our systems right now don't want you living a completely different way. The wealthy people don't want you to know this information. The wealthy people are the ones with the money that can support you. Or even if you work within their companies, they want you to do something that's wrong because it makes them rich. So it's all forms. I mean, it's the wildest thing that I've ever experienced, because I would think people want to know how to be happier, know how to, attract the things that they want by learning what their blocks are. But a lot of people are stuck with their blocks. A lot of people don't want to hear, oh, I got to take some responsibility. I have to be a little accountable for attracting the things that I want. Oh, you mean if I want to be healthier, I have to actually do something to be healthier? It's not just like get cancer and take that pill and take that radiation, and continue on with the bad behaviors. Everything that you don't like in your life has a cause. And you have to recognize how you are playing in a game that's causing you to attract what you're experiencing. And it's, you know, I know without a shadow of a doubt, those who don't know or can relate to what I'm talking about have judged me to be a little crazy. Frankly, they pay me because they judge me to be a little crazy when I hold these beliefs that I do. But I know I'm not crazy. You know, I can, one on one, sitting with a conversation with somebody that can actually hang into a conversation and we test each other's logic. Nobody's been able to beat my logic yet. So you can get your toughest psychologist, your toughest anybody out there, and hang into the conversation to really see how crazy I am, because I know causes and I know patterns. And it's like, okay, if you're going to make that suggestion, let's play that out and see if it makes any sense. And nobody can actually stay into that conversation. So, I know that to a certain extent, when I put myself out there and apply for different types of jobs or different ways of unfolding this, it's just not accepting. And it's not that, okay, I'm attracting the rejection and what's inside me to attract that rejection. It's more of, okay, that's the wrong path. And what is the right path? Well, guess what? I asked, in how many ways can I do this? And then all of a sudden YouTube showed up. And it's damn near close to 100,000 views on my video. Lots of people are subscribing. Lots of people are saying, hey, these are pretty interesting. Getting lots of support from it. So it's like, when you're on your right path, it does show up. You got to recognize it and just see that if it doesn't work, it's not necessarily that you're attracting things that aren't working. You're going in the direction that's letting you know it's the wrong direction. And that still is ultimately coming from you. And that's where I made the biggest mistake, is I was putting a round peg in a square hole. Everybody has this rules that says you need to do this and then you need to do that and then you're attracting the thing that you want to attract. And it's like, that's bullshit. You know what? You can sit there and just ask the universe, what is it? And then it shows up. I didn't even leave my house and it showed up. Didn't have a computer. Everybody told me I needed money to have a computer. Guess what? Found a computer. And it happens without any effort, basically. It's amazing. Things just sort of are attracted to you when it's meant to, when it's the right path. When you are ready for it and the universe is ready for it, it shows up. You don't have to travel the world for it. So those are, few little comments to some of the things that are being said in the emails. I really did get a kick out of making this video on Prince Charles, because it's like, oh, this guy looks so loving, and he really, really sounds like he's concerned about so many people. And it's like, if you listen to some of his words and you see some of his actions, like, proof is in the pudding. He seems to be asking for more money on climate change. He still seems to be, I can solve your problems on climate change. I don't see him saying anything about the corporate world doing anything wrong, and that the corporate world is the one that's causing climate change. I mean, if we really want to say there's a problem, all of it's coming from all the pollution, that they control the courts, that the courts will never say, hey, we're guilty of anything wrong in the environment. It's you using it. And you need to pay and pay and pay to use it more so we can get rich and rich and rich. So send the guy lots of love, because you know what? The kid was born without anybody showing him any love. He had nannies and he had people that were telling him he needed to control everybody else. Nobody told him how to control himself. And, he was all about, I am special and everybody needs to worship me. So he doesn't know how to worship all the little people. And he doesn't know how to give, he only knows how to take. So while he may appear and think in his own mind what he's doing is right, he also even suggested that we need to stop doing all of this talking and all of this propaganda and saying all of these bad negative things about him and his family, basically, that it's tearing us apart. And it's like, the only thing that's tearing us apart is tearing us apart from your freaking game. And yeah, you're losing control of your game. So It's really, I had a lot of fun making that video and putting my perspective on every word he's saying. So I hope you enjoy it and watch it. It's pretty good. I think it's called Satan Speaks. Something like that. It's my one just prior to this. Peace and love out to you. And don't be angry with little Prince Charles. He just doesn't know any better. And follow your own path. Don't be hating, but love your life and do something in your life, and then you're not participating in his game. Peace out.